Hola Corillo! Welcome to another vlog. We're on our way to the junkyard right now because we're about to go pick up a transmission sensor for my sister's 3FCT swap Camry, because we took her car to Houston the other day and it started acting like the transmission was slipping, but it was actually the speedometer sensor was intermittently working. So whenever the car was going 80 miles an hour, the speedometer itself would go down to about 20, and then it goes back up to 40, then back down to 20, back down to 80, and whenever it would go down, it would send a signal to the ECU or the ECM telling it that the car was going 20 miles an hour. So the car would downshift at 80 miles an hour into like second or third gear, and the RPMs would go crazy high, and then I guess the ACM would freak out and just throw the car into neutral, and the car would just free rev. And I was like, what the hell? So I unplugged the speed sensor, the transmission speed sensor, completely, and I was able to drive the car all the way home. I had to manually shift it because it's an auto. I had to manually shift it into each gear. That way we could actually get somewhere, because if not, it would have just stayed in first gear, because it doesn't know what speed it's at, so it doesn't know when to shift, because it's an electronically controlled transmission. So without me shifting manually, the transmission didn't know when to shift, because the ECU wasn't getting the signal from the speedometer telling it what speed it was going. So it needed me to shift it for it. That way we could make it home. But anyway, we made it home. Everything went fine. It was smooth. But we need to get that fixed so that my sister doesn't have to drive her car manually when it's an auto. So we're going to the junkyard, about an hour away, and I'll talk to you once we get there. All right, so we just got to the junkyard, and believe it or not, I found a transmission speed sensor, second car in, and all we have to do is unplug that connector. You can't really see it. There's a connector right there. All we gotta do is unplug that, and then next thing is pull the trans sensor out. Yeah, there we go. Hell yeah. Alright, see what else I can find. Let's see if they have anything cool here. I like just walking around the junkyard and seeing what I can find. Sometimes they have some old school cars here. Sometimes they got a Wago, Boosted Boys. I need any parts? I'm here. Let me see if I can find me some Corolla parts. Doubt it, but if I can find me a 94 Corolla with the 4A 1.6 engine, I could build me a whole nother. Ooh, they got an RX-8. I don't know why I just got excited over an RX-8, but they got an RX-8 in here. The whole rotary is in there still. Yeah, 13B. Damn, is this a manual? If this is a manual, I am gonna steal the transmission out of it. Oh, there's a guy that sells a adapter kit for this transmission to go into a A86. This is dope. Manual. Coming to get that transmission. Damn, they got another silver Camry. Holy shit, that's a brand new exhaust. Wow. Brand new factory replacement exhaust for a Camry. That's dope. Boy, I can make some money here. Give me a day in a truck. I would have so many transmissions and cool engines that no one knows about. It'd be cool if I find something like old school. That'd be legit. Damn, they do got an E30 though. Poor thing. It is still an E30. Has some kind of cool factor. That's great that I found my sensor real quick. Now I can shop. These are all imports too. Huh. Now we're starting to get into the American cars. Well, Fords, really. Cool. They got freaking V6 Mustang's out the ass. V6. V6. Another V6. If you have a V6 Mustang, it's most likely going to end up here one day. F250 there. Gas 5.8. Damn. 1 ton 460 big block. Bronco 2. Let's see if they got some LS ones. Crown Vic. Gas tank. No 3 valves, huh? I see 0 3 valves. Oh, it's a base model CTS, but here's the thing. Base model CTS rear ends in a Gen 2 don't wheel hop. And they bolt up straight to Gen 1 V, which wheel hops a lot. So, those wheels, I mean not those wheels, but that rear end would work in my car flawlessly. And this is a black interior. Ooh, man, I might have to cop this center console. Well, now I know they got a CTS with black interior. If I need any parts, I don't need nothing right now, but I will soon. What the hell is this? I don't know what this is, but Chevy Nova. That's ass. This is the same thing as a Toyota. Yep. This is the exact same thing as a Toyota. Holy crap. This thing might have a freaking 4AG in it. Let's see. Oh, that'd be so cool. Oh, y'all don't understand how cool this would be if it had a 4AG in it. It's a 4A, which is almost the same thing. Single overhead cam. 4A. Ha! And it has the AC compressor on it. Might be coming back for you. That says 4. Yep, 4A. That's freaking legit. Ha! Now this is a 3-rib 4AGE block. Not a 4AGE, but it's a 4AC block, which is the carbureted version, but still 1.6 that I could put a 1.6 dual overhead cam head on it and internals, which is dope. You know what? I'm gonna hide this because this is valuable. This is very valuable. That's them calling. You have to go. Alright guys, so we ran out of time, but I was able to manage to get the speed sensor for the transmission for my sister's car and the connector, and I also was able to go scout out a little bit and see what my future trips are going to be for. And right now I found a 4AC out of a 1988 Chevy Nova. Believe it or not, a Chevy Nova has the same engine as the 8.6 right here, and I'm gonna go get this engine maybe next weekend or the next. I'm gonna get that engine, and I have found an RX-8 with a manual 6-speed transmission. I found an RX-8 with a manual 6-speed transmission, which is also a good transmission that fits on this car with an adapter plate, which makes the gears more usable, because right now it's a 5-speed and doing 85 miles an hour. The car's at 5,000 RPM. So what we're gonna do is swap a 6-speed into here so that we can drive it better. Oh my god, I'm sweating. So we can drive it better, and we're also going to see if we can find that base model center console that we found. Well, we already found it. The base model center console for the CTS-V, because the CTS-Vs have a really low, very, very low center console, just like the 8.6 does. The only difference is that they crack really, really bad, and the base model one just looks better, and it also fits. So we're just gonna put a base model one in the V, make it a lot nicer. What else? Oh, we might go get a bumper for my sister's car because her rear bumper has a little crack in it. And I found a Camry Limited, same color as hers, with really, really nice paint on it. So, might go get that bumper. What else? Oh, that Chevy Nova has an original radio for basically like old school Toyota radio in it, and I dig it, so I might get that too. Alright guys, so right now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to clean the sensor because it's really dirty. The inside looks really, really good and clean, but the outside of it is nasty, very, very nasty. But I'm gonna clean it up, and I'm gonna show you what's messed up on the old sensor and what's not, or what's good on this sensor, which is why I needed this sensor. I'm gonna show you why I needed this sensor versus the sensor that I have over here. Oh, I didn't let y'all know, but I went and got headers for the CTS-V. New headers. They're not new, like new, but they're new to me. 1 7/8 headers instead of the 1 3/4 that I had. Dang, I can't find the old one. What did I do with it? Oh, I know what I did with it. I'm about to show y'all. So, the old sensor, I forgot that I put it back in this hole so nothing fell in here. And it's right here. Boop. Oh, here it is. Alright. So now, I already cleaned this sensor up a lot. It was really nasty. Kind of like this one is. Just everyday dirt and grime on there. But anyway, if you look inside, see how that one looks blue or like a white tint to it in the inside? Well, it's because this one is completely corroded in there, and there's actually a broken terminal. I'm gonna use the Cadillac's key. See right there? Look at that terminal, just moving, that little pin moving back and forth. Oh, it's staying laying down. It's completely broken. Bad. That's what it was making the fault, like the intermittent problem. When it would straighten out like that, it worked. As soon as we hit a bump, it cracked, because it's cracked right now inside of there. If I grab a pair of pliers, I could pull that whole pin out. But when we hit a bump and it would touch and make contact for a second and the speedometer would work, as soon as we hit another bump, it stopped because it'd break the signal and cause all of our intermittent problems. So hopefully this one has 3 strong pins in it. That'd be nice. That one's strong. That one's strong. That one's strong. I also got this connector for it, just in case ours is bad, which I doubt it's bad, but I got it anyways because ours has corrosion, or had corrosion on the, look at this love bug. It had corrosion on the terminal right here, or on the pin, whatever you want to call it. So with that being said, there's probably corrosion on the connector that's on the car itself, but for now we're just going to plug in the old connector to the new sensor and call it good. If it gives problems, then we'll fix it, but for right now we're not going to do that because that connector is way down there and it's going to be very, very hard to splice the wires and everything from way up here. Grab this, and I know y'all can't see jack right now because it's very dark, but right there, right under this hose is where this, oh, there it is. I see. Alright, let's hope it's not broken. No, it's a champ, it's a trooper, it's a Toyota part. It'll last. Alright, anyway, let me put this back in. even go that far down. It's all the way in. Now, all we have to do is get grease off my hand, because that'd be great. And then we're gonna jump in the Camry and drive the hell out of it. See if the code comes back. Hopefully it doesn't. That'd be awesome. All right, guys. So we're on the cell phone now because the GoPro died. Well, not died. It actually, my memory card got full and I only have one on me right now. But anyways, I have installed the new sensor. I cleaned up the terminals, or not the terminals, the connector itself. I cleaned it because it was corroded. I put dielectric grease on it. You can see it's all over my hands. And I got my little can right here. Technician grade dielectric grease. Anyway, got it. Did it, got it done. Put that there. Now I'm gonna go drive the car, see if the codes come back. If the codes come back, then we're screwed and we're probably gonna have to buy a new transmission or something. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go drive the car like I said, and if the codes come back, then I'm going to have to probably change the little pigtail connector. I don't want to, because it's going to be really hard, because obviously this car has the entire engine in there, plus some, because 3S GTE bottom end for now. And like I said, the I don't want to do it because it's all the way at the end, bottom of the engine, and the harness doesn't come up much. So I'm not looking forward to it, and I'm hoping that the pigtail that's in there that's slightly corroded is gonna do great. Hopefully it's a champ and I don't have to change it, and I just got a free connector for nothing, so it's just extra. But anyway, I'm gonna go clean up my hands with water and soap, and I'm gonna go test drive this car. Okay guys, so this is what I'm dealing with. Look at the speedometer. I'm literally doing like 45 miles an hour. I'll let off the gas and watch the speedometer stay at 50. It slowly comes down, but it bounces back up. Literally doing like 35 right now. About 35. Then I stop on it and watch it jump. Stays, 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 stays. Jump, 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 jump. Look at it jump. This speedometer is retarded. Look at it, look at it. It doesn't know what to do. I just got a freaking different speed sensor. I can't get it to mess up like it was earlier. Huh. Must have been just because the sensor wasn't from this car, maybe? It seems to be working now. It's not bouncing around like it was before a second ago. Or maybe I just put too much dielectric grease. You know, I put a lot, because I didn't want it to corrode. Seems to be doing pretty well right now. I'm gonna keep driving it and see if it messes up. Alright guys, not a very impressive video, but it's a video, and this is just my video on how to change a speed sensor, a transmission speed sensor on a 2001 Camry. And if you like this kind of stuff, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn that post notification bell on, and I guarantee you're gonna see a lot more of this. And like always, guys, have a freaking awesome day.